wonderful students, I'm going to show you guys how to do a grid drawing. This is a really good way if you want to draw something and get your proportions really spot on, and it really helps you kind of break it down so it's a little bit easier to draw something. So what you guys are going to need for this is you guys are going to need your rulers, a pencil, a white pencil, and a black sheet of paper. If you are at home and you don't have a black sheet of paper, that's totally fine. Just do this on a white sheet of paper and get a black colored pencil instead. I apologize, I did not give you a black sheet of paper earlier on, but use these if you have it at home. If you don't have it at home, then grab a white piece of paper and a black pencil, and then you guys will also need a printout of from the references that I give you a choice of. All my classes are doing a little bit different references, but go ahead and choose from that reference list that I have given you, or if there's a reference that you are really dying to do, go ahead and email me and see if it kind of fits the theme. Our themes are kind of like skeletons, Day of the Dead type of thing. Okay, so this is a recreation of, or a printout of Jose Posada's artwork. So we are going to do some Jose Posada inspired grid drawings. So with my supplies, I'm going to use my ruler and my drawing pencil. I'm going to use my drawing pencil on this part so that you can barely see the grid. And the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to draw the grid on your paper. Okay, so I'm going to measure out an inch, and I'm just going to go all the way down. So luckily this is perfectly 6 inches, so I'm just going to do a mark for every inch. And then I like to slide over my ruler and do the same thing on this side. Remember when you are doing this that you do not need to mark up past your picture. So all of the extra white parts on the sides, you are not going to mark that up. That is just extra space that we will not use. So all up here you don't need to mark anything, and down here and on the sides you don't really need to mark anything. Okay, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to repeat these steps with the top and the bottom. So I'm going to line it up. Remember that your ruler starts at the first tick mark. Right here, it starts at the first tick mark, not at the edge of your ruler. So I'm just going to line that up, and I'm going to repeat the steps every inch. Perfect. And then I'm going to bring it to the bottom. Repeat this step again. And I like to drag mine down so that I know it will line up evenly. Sometimes if you try to flip it around, somehow it gets confusing and it doesn't always line up. Okay, the next thing you are going to do is you're just going to complete a basic grid. So what you're going to do is you're going to line up your marks, your little tick marks. So I'm going to line those up and do a straight line across. Line those up, do a straight line across. And repeat this all the way down. Line them up, straight across. Line them up, straight across. Line them up, straight across. And the last one down here. Okay, then I'm going to do the same thing vertically. I'm going to line them up and go straight down. Line them up, go straight down. Okay, so now that they are all lined up, oh, I got that one a little bit off, but I still think it's okay. So now that you have your nice grid, what you're going to do is you are going to put this to the side and you are going to repeat the same step on your paper. So now what you're going to do is you're going to repeat the same steps. What I like to do is I kind of like to line up my paper. I like to kind of fold over my extra space. This is optional, but this is how I like to do it. And then I kind of like to line it up, saying, okay, where do I want it? I probably want it centered. And what I like to do is I kind of like to cheat. So this only works if you want to do it the same exact size. And for this project, I do want to do it the same exact size. If you are enlarging it, you don't really want to use this cheat. But what I like to do is I like to line it up, and then I like to go and make my marks on the page. All right, so I don't know if you guys could see this very well because it is a graphite on black, but then after this, I like to go ahead and line everything up and repeat that first step I did with my black paper. All right, and now I have my nice grid on this. So keep in mind that if you are doing a white paper, that you want to do a light grid marks, because after you are done drawing, you are going to erase all of these grids. So make sure to keep that in mind when you are doing this. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to now go in, and you can label your grid if you would like. I like to do it like A, B, C, D, E, F. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're gonna go in and label everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can go back in with this. So it looks like on here I have done these a little bit too long because I included that. So I'm just going to go back in and make sure I know exactly where that ends and exactly where that ends. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in, label it A, B, C, D, E, F, and then of course do my 1, 2, 3 all across. Okay, so now that I have it all labeled, basically you are going to be done with this section for now. You can put it aside. We are going to work on this next week, and we are going to draw everything, and I will create a whole nother video exactly how to do that. So you are done for this week. Go ahead and submit just your plain grid into the project assignment for your Friday art history for Jose Guadalupe Posada. See you guys next week.